Hey everybody, I'm just filling the silo with corn silage right now, and I wanted to do a video that just kind of shows a little bit more about the silo. As you can see, I call them harvesters, just out of habit. Anything blue I call harvesters, but the actual brand name is Sealstor Silos. We have 3 of them. First one is for haylage. I believe that's a 20 by 60. The middle one's a 25 by, it's a little taller, so I'm gonna say 65, I don't know, close. Might be 60 also, who knows. Then we have a 20 by 40 for high moisture corn. The reason why my dad went with the Sealstors instead of the harvesters was he liked the unloaders better. He really didn't care for the looks of the harvester silo, or silo unloaders. These ones have the lattice unloaders. You've seen them in some of the other videos. Basically, if you look at, let's see, if you take this circle here of the silo, in the middle is a hole that drops down. There is an auger, and when you turn it on, the auger slowly moves around and brings all that to the middle, drops it down, and then there's a discharge auger which drops into our conveyor. So I've been asked in other videos, how do you get to the silo unloaders in these silos? With these Sealstor, the silo unloaders in the bottom. It basically, there's an auger that goes around and brings everything to the middle and drops it, and there's an auger that comes out. And people said, how do you get to them if there's a problem? Well, there is a 4-foot crawl space that you can get underneath here, and there is, I don't know how well you can see, over on the other side is the discharge auger that goes out and drops it in the conveyor. You open up this door, and right there is your auger. Pretty simple. You also have these big metal doors, one here and there's one on the other side. If you take these bolts off, you'll be able to take it off, and this is basically the concrete floor level of the silo. So you're able to get in through here to work on the unloader if you need to, if you can't get it from underneath. If it's empty, you can get in through here. So filling these Sealstor silos are just like filling a harvester or any other wood or concrete silo. You have your pipe that goes up, hooks onto your blower here. The forage goes into here, this auger takes it, and those paddles blow it all the way up through. Unlike a conventional wooden silo, there's a gooseneck up top. We call it a gooseneck. It doesn't drop it through the silo or push it in, blow it into the silo. It takes it up and drops it through the top. And I'll go up there and show you that right now. So up top of the silo, I'm out of breath from the climb. Your silage comes up and drops down in the center. There's a distributor motor inside there that spins around and drops it in different spots. Here's the PVC pipe. You'll see on the corn, high moisture corn's got it. Same setup. The PVC pipe connects to a bag, breather bag, inside the hay mow. And then you have your pressure relief valve right there with the pressure door, or the fill door. What that pressure fill door is basically is you need to have, since these are sealed units, when you're forcing material in, you need to have a spot for air to go out. So as material goes in, that's where air goes out. You'll see over on the haylage unit, it was a windy day last time we unloaded. The door is shut there and there. There's a pressure relief valve on top, so we don't have any explosions. Time to climb back down. So I'm in the hay mow right now, and this is where we store our breather bags. That's for high moisture corn. I believe this is for corn silage, and this is for haylage. What these do, those are steel, glass infused steel. Glass is kind of, I don't know if it's painted on or blown on or how it's infused, but it's glass infused steel. That glass kind of gives it that blue look to it, and it's sealed up. During the day, you're going to have a whole bunch of gas and air pressure inside there. during the day when the sun hits it, it'll kind of heat it up and kind of give it, create these gases, and that's when this will expand. And during the night when it cools off, it'll kind of retract a little bit. You always have some kind of pressure in there. Up top there's pressure relief valves in case there's too much pressure that builds up. You don't want an explosion, or you don't want it to cave in on itself, that's for sure. But once this is full, this will be expanded out. There's still a lot of room inside the silo right now, so we're really not, it's really not pressured up right now. So here's a look at these steel panels. Like I said, they're steel with glass sprayed on them, and that glass infused steel gives it, the glass gives it that blue look. They got bolts that hold it all together, and they're caulked for that seal. That is the door to go underneath to service the unloader if you need to. Both the corn silage and the haylage both have that distributed motor that I showed you up top, and here's the switch for that. I'm going to turn it off right now. Usually turn it off, we don't want to sit there and keep running it. But we'll turn the switch on, and that'll run the motor, depending on which one we have it plugged up to, or hooked up to. Yeah, like I said, we don't want to run the motor. If you run it too much and leave it on all day, that little motor that's on there might burn up, so we shut it off in between loads. So there's a good look at the 3 silos from left to right. The small one is a 20 by 40 high moisture corn. The middle one is a 25 by 60 corn silage, and then the one on the right is a 20 by 60 for haylage. So back in, I think it was 1995, my dad bought the, he bought them used. All 3 of them were on different farms, and he bought the high moisture corn unit first when I was a little kid. Bought the high moisture corn unit, set that up. The next year, 1996, he got the haylage unit set up. Where the corn silage one sits, that used to be an old wooden silo. I remember as a teenager having to climb up and chain opening the next door and lowering the silo loader chute down. Probably around the 2000 or 2001. My brother would know, I'm horrible with dates. But they tore down the corn silage silo and they put up the Sealstor corn unit. Or I can't even talk today. It's been a long day. The 25 by 60 corn silage unit that we're unloading into today. So coming into, you see Sealstor, all 3 of them. Pretty happy with them. They do a great, you know, they keep the silage really good. It's nice to be able to push a couple buttons and have the silo or silage or haylage just drop right into the barn. And there we go. Time to unload another. So that's basically the silos. I hope I was able to explain things pretty well, and I hope you guys had some questions that were answered. If not, drop me a question or comment below. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thank you to all who have. It's getting pretty dark, but I got a couple more to unload tonight. There'll be a chopping or unloading silage video later in the week. And we're going to be rolling right into harvest. So thank you guys again. We will see you next time. Thank you again. Hit me up on Instagram, MikeB7810. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys next time.